guys, it's Alex with bfVintage. We are at a Goodwill here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I got my trusted sidekick, Miss Lisa. We are gonna go see if we can find anything for my Etsy shop, BF Treasures Co. So here we go. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I picked up was this bell, except it didn't have the dangling part that made it ring. So we found a beautiful bell that doesn't ring. And if that wasn't ominous enough about this excursion to Goodwill, we found another bell without the part that makes it ring. So it wasn't a good start. Just throwing that out there. Felt a little, like I said, ominous. And then I saw this Dutch tile. I actually have one of these in my house because I was born in the Netherlands, so my mom had one made, and it had my name and the year, so I could tell this was personalized. And even though it was really pretty, obviously it's not really something people might, would likely be interested in purchasing. Then I found this picture. I couldn't really identify the markings there, so I moved along. Oh my gosh, at first I thought this was so gorgeous, the color of the gold, but then there was that damage right on the front. But I was still curious. I still needed to know, like, where's this from? Who makes this? And it did say made in Austria. So that was cool to see something from Austria and kind of get an idea of what those pieces might look like. Next, I found this creamer and sugar bowl set, but as you can see here, the handle was broken and repaired. So, the bells without the ringing definitely set the tone for today. Now, these were Homer Laughlin, made in the USA, and I'm really trying to work on the focus, guys. I know that it's very difficult to see, and definitely trying to work on that. So bear with me. But yeah, had to move on again. At this point, I was kind of getting a little frustrated because everything seemed to either be broken or just not what I was looking for. Saw these compote bowls, but they look flashed. As you can see, the line there looks like it's probably from a mold. And so, yeah, at this point, we kind of decided, you know what, it's not looking good for this particular Goodwill today, and we decided to call it a day. But the next day... Hey guys, it's Alex with bfVintage. We are at a Salvation Army today. There's one right near my house, and they tend to have good stuff. So I'm pretty excited to see if we can find anything to put in my Etsy shop, BF Treasures Co. So let's do it. Yay! Time to find some treasures. Fa la 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 la. Putting out the positive vibes today as I'm walking over to the clear glass and hoping that we have a little better luck today. It's also St. Patrick's Day, so maybe we'll have some luck on our side. Found this glass. Now, I don't know, I think you can see it here. It's kind of got that iridescence to it, which is so pretty. And I was a little confused by that because I've actually never seen a wine glass or goblet that has that. So I was a little fascinated because it kind of reminded me of that shine you see on some lusterware. So I had to inspect it for a while. And then I found these other glasses that also had the same shine, but again, I'm not familiar with this. And so I wasn't sure, does this mean they're high quality? Does it mean they're low quality? And without knowing that, I had to pass. Looking through the mugs here, and this definitely caught my eye. It's got that black and gold combo that I'm always drawn to. And I did pull the sticker back, and it did say made in Japan. So that gave me hope. But then I looked around and I couldn't find any others. So I had to leave that little guy. Then I found this. And I thought, this is so adorable. Look at the three little kitties just popping out of the drawer there. And I think some of them may have been calico. When I looked on the back, it did say Lowell Vand something, made in Japan. And it did say 1988. So it was at least vintage. And so in that moment, I thought, you know what? I kind of like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my cart because I think it might be something people would be interested in displaying in their home, especially if they're a cat lover. So in that moment, I thought, okay, let's do it. We don't know what else is here today, and I definitely was looking for some more inventory. So we moved on, found this casserole dish, and I was able to make out that it said Corningware, which excited me because I thought, well, maybe this is worth something, but I couldn't find the lid that I know definitely goes with that. So with that said, had to pass and move on. Then I found this art glass mini pitcher, and you know what? It was really well made. I could tell it was higher quality. It had good weight to it. It was really smooth. The bottom was smooth. And I don't know, I was just inspecting it to see, are there any chips? And ultimately, I just wasn't sure if it would be something that people would be interested in purchasing. Even though I liked the colors, it's a mini pitcher, so I'm not entirely sure what someone might use that for. So I thought, you know what, I'll leave it here, and if my mind remembers it before I leave, then I should probably get it. But for now, we're gonna move on. And then I saw these trays, little bowls, metal bowls or trays, and I really liked the design on them. Very ornate, and it did say it was designed by Daher in 1971, Long Island, New York, made in England. So I thought it was in pretty good condition as well. And I got excited because I did notice that there was a second one underneath. But when we looked at the back, that one was pretty rough. So we decided to leave that there. And this one I wanted to take a chance on because I did think that the design was really pretty. And, there's a lot of uses for something like that. It could be a catch-all, could be a serving tray. So then I saw this, guys. I got so excited because it is, in fact, Fenton. Now, I haven't actually found a Fenton piece at a Goodwill or Salvation Army yet. So this is my first one, and I was just so excited. So I'm just like inspecting it, making sure there's no chips and cracks, and there weren't. And yeah, it was definitely coming with me. Milk glass with that hobnail, bumps on it, the designs there. And, the fact that it's got that ruffled rim, I love it. Love it. So excited. So then I moved on to these shakers. They definitely had a vintage vibe to them. They did say genuine bone china and made in Taiwan. So the only other thing I wanted to make sure to do was to check for chips and also make sure that they still had their stoppers, because I've run into that a lot of times where it's difficult to find them with the either the corks or the plastic stoppers in the back. But these guys did have them. I checked it off camera. And so because they were really pretty, I decided to get them. And then I ended up in the holiday section, and I'm a sucker for Christmas. And I know we are very far away from Christmas, but I had learned that these shiny brights are pretty popular in vintage circles at Christmas time. Now I realize that this one's missing one, and that these might not be as ornate or in the colors that tend to be more popular. I believe blue and pink are really popular, But I decided to take a chance because they were 99 cents and all the ones that were there were in good condition. So I figured I can either wait to sell them at Christmas time or use them myself. Yeah. So, and then I found this other set of vintage ornaments, and these are called Pyramid, and they looked like they had aged. The box looked vintage. And so even though I didn't know anything about this particular brand, there were two of them. I decided I'll just get one and then I'll research it later to see if it's worth selling. And again, 99 cents. So definitely worth the risk as far as that goes. So it went in the cart. Next, we saw this tie doll. Now, I actually have another, I have another tie doll couple dancing set. So there's two of them dancing together on the stand. Mine's in better condition than this one, and I do like that it's a male and female dancer. So I passed on this. But I'm a sucker for the vintage cloth dolls. I don't know, there's just something so darling about them. And this one I thought was amazing. I loved how there was some sewing done to give it the eyes, the blue eyes and the red lips. And then it had this paper that said Yugoslavia on it. So I love that it helped me identify where it was from. And the leather boots there, the leather shoes, and just all the detail. Do you see this, guys? I mean, the stitching, the lace, everything. It's just so well done. Someone took their time with this piece, and it is evident. So it had to come with me. Now I grabbed this Stein. I don't know why I pick up the Steins, honestly, because I don't know enough about them. I really need to do more research on them, but they always draw me in. And unless it's something really unique, I guess I just won't take the chance. And then I saw this other doll. It did look like it might be Tybe, and it had some platform shoes. You see that? This girl's ready to hit the club here pretty soon. And I'm gonna go with her. No. Next I saw this owl, and it was a trivet, and it kind of reminded me of another trivet that I've gotten. I think it was by Leonard Silver. I'm not entirely sure if I'm remembering that right, but I really liked it, and I thought that it would be something cute for a retro kitchen, so it went in the cart. We're doing pretty good today, guys. I'm stoked. And then I was looking more in the decor, and I thought, oh, look, it's an Easter item. But then I turned it over and heard something rumbling around, and it was one of the bunny's heads. So one of the bunnies was decapitated, which was really sad. I don't know how I missed it. Like, it's very obvious there in the front, but I think I got excited by the detail of the rest of it. So next I picked up this glass candle holder. Obviously it's in the shape of a cat, and I had tried to pick up one of these before, but I thought I wouldn't be able to get the candle wax out. And one of my subscribers left a comment that you can just put it in the freezer and then turn it over and it'll fall right out. So I thought, you know what, it's $1.99. I'm gonna give that a try and see if that really works. And if it doesn't, then maybe I can dig it out and give it to my daughter. She loves cats. But it was heavy. The piece was heavy, and so I felt like it likely was quality and maybe worth a little bit of money. Now this was kind of disappointing because though it said made in China on the bottom, that little sticker is hard to see, and it was still working, guys. Like, you could hear the music playing. Definitely vintage. But do you see how it's like wobbly, and I keep messing with it and then it just falls down? Oh man. I just was not sure if that was something that could be fixed. And usually I assign fixing certain things to my husband, Brian. But he tends to be more interested in things that are a little more mechanical. So like table lighters and things like that I've picked up. He's fixed those for me, but this was, I just didn't think he'd really be that jazzed to work on something like this. And I just wasn't confident he'd even be able to fix it. So even though it was really sweet, I decided to pass on that one. And then I saw this candle holder, and I loved the blue color. It did look more modern to me, and and then I found this guy, and this was definitely more modern, but it had weight to it, and I just loved the shapes, the geometric shapes there. And again, I was like, well, is there another one, or is there just one? And I don't like just getting a single one. I found the other blue one here, so it made me consider, well, maybe I should still get them and take a chance. They may be modern, but they might still have some value, and maybe I could list them on eBay. But then I was distracted by this guy. It was very lightweight, so definitely not quality. But then I found the other one for this one. So I got really excited because I don't know, they're just really interesting to me, and I like that they're small. And I don't know, they might be crystal. I still need to research, but something about the weight made me think they might be. And so I decided to put them in the cart and research them later because they were really nice. Next, I found this pink bowl, and it drew me in because it had the classic vintage pink color with the gold, but it had a big repair on that edge there, which is very obvious. And then even some of the flowers were chipped off. So really couldn't forgive that. And then I found the magical unicorn. My daughter's very much into unicorns right now. So this one says made in Taiwan. And yeah, she is actually starting a collection of unicorns that I find her on my adventures. And I thought, okay, even if she doesn't like it, I like it and might, list it for sale. It did have a little bit of wear on the horn, but I loved the rainbow color of the mane there, with the St. Patrick's Day colors with little teddy bear, just so cute. So definitely had to grab that. Now this is when I decided to backtrack. I can get indecisive sometimes, guys. I'm just like, I don't know. Will someone really buy this? Maybe, maybe not. So I put this one back because I just felt like it didn't come with something to hang on the wall or a way to display it. So maybe I don't know. I just decided to back out. Then I saw this Kram's Imperial globe, and even though I'm pretty sure it did have some value, I was just racking my brain wondering if I had any boxes that would fit it for shipping purposes, and then wondering, would someone pay for the shipping costs for that? I'm not so sure. So even though it's really pretty and in decent condition, I left it there for someone else.
All right, guys, this is our cart. I think we did pretty good. I know we got some Christmas stuff. It's kind of weird, but I had to take a chance. And I don't know. I think magic is on our side, especially with this unicorn I found on St. Patrick's Day.
All right, guys, so we did pretty good. If you can believe it, we only spent just barely under 20 bucks for all that stuff. And, I think we found quite a few things. I know I was a little indecisive today, so thanks for your patience there. But if I had to pick my favorite piece, it would probably be the Fenton milk glass bowl. We got a great deal on it. I don't entirely know, how much that guy's going to be worth, but I still like it. I just thought it was stunning. So anyways, if you liked what you saw, please go ahead and give us a like. And if you want to see more videos, then please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, friends. Bye. Have a good day.